And we all know that it does take a village to raise kids, and the Maker's Place wants to help. They offer free family workshops. And here to tell us more is Leslie Bosserman. Hi, Leslie.
Hey, it's nice to see you. I don't know if I could top Dora and Rubble, though. It's just, that's tough. That's tough.
Yes, they are big ones. Those are big names. But we're talking about family workshops.
Yes.
So tell me about this series.
Yeah, so the Maker's Place is Sacramento's only co-working space that has flexible on-site childcare. And when we opened our preschool almost a year ago, they asked, how are you going to train your staff? And I thought, well, if we're going to train our staff, we might as well open up this workshop series to the community. So we offer a series of different developmental and educational workshops, everything from understanding and managing behavior, which is this Thursday, all the way to health and safety, to how to keep your kids safe online, growing up sex smart, talking to your kids about race and diversity. We've just curated this whole diverse series to try to meet parents where they're at. And if parents say, you know, that sounds great, it's free, that's wonderful, but I have kids that need supervision, we offer on-site childcare.
That's awesome. I love the flexibility of Maker's Place.
Yeah.
And with these workshops, why would you say is it important for parents to educate themselves about the whole gamut of behaviors?
Yeah, absolutely. So as Adam mentioned with his book, like if you're the parent who's trying to figure out how do I get my kid to sleep, or how do I get my kid to eat or use the bathroom, those are just basic social needs and emotional needs that we have as humans. And we can feel very isolated as parents. We can feel like, I know other people are going through this, but I don't know where to go. So the Maker's Place is trying to be a hub for parents where if you're just either at your wit's end or even hopefully before you hit that wit's end point, you can come and feel held and supported. We'll give you a really good cup of coffee and just welcome you. A lot of people work full-time. They work during the day and they can't use our services from 8 to 5. So we thought, well, let's open this up occasionally in the evenings and offer events and workshops to bring them in.
Well, if you're a parent and you've had that meltdown, you know that kind of moment of desperation, like, what do I do?
Absolutely.
And this is something that really worries parents. Like, are we doing the right thing?
For sure. And that's a really subjective question, right? So what we're not going to tell you is you're doing the right thing or you're doing the wrong thing, specifically in this Thursday's workshop. So we're focusing on behavior and the science behind behavior. So Joel Bosterman, who happens to also be my husband, he's working right now as a behavior analyst. He works for the Woodland Joint Unified School District, and he's been doing behavioral psychology for a decade. And it's really convenient to be married to a behavioral psychologist until it's not, right?
Right.
But he was talking about how do we bring this into just basic parenting. So if your toddler or your preschooler is just having tantrums and you're like, I've tried everything, there's likely something that you haven't tried that he might be able to kind of reintroduce. So we talk a lot about motivating operations. We talk a lot about what happened right before an incident and then what did you do right after it and during it. And so he's going to really break that down to make it practical and tangible.
I think it's really great to have the different perspective, because sometimes we just need to reset.
Absolutely.
And kind of take
Fresh
a step
eyes.
back, because
Fresh eyes.
if you're in it every day, it's easy to get frustrated. So you're offering these workshops. Who can come?
Anyone. You don't even have to be a parent. You could be someone who's studying behavioral psychology or just wanting to learn more about understanding children and understanding it actually applies really well to adults and to spouses and partners. So they're offered for free. You just have to go to makersplacesac.com, and then at the top it says events, and then it says family workshops. You just literally register, and then if you do want on-site childcare, it's $10 per child for 90 minutes. So you do have to book and pay so we know how many kids to expect, because that is where we kind of tap out. And so yeah, you just register online.
So this Thursday she has a workshop. There's a series, so check it out, The Maker's Place. Thanks so much.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
This interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.